female gentlemen, urgent message. Mr. Breast has responded. I repeat, Mr. Breast has responded. It's a bit crazy. It's a bit wild. It's actually happening. So I don't think this is going to be the final response, but I do think this is the first response. So NBC News posted a video. YouTuber megastar MrBeast accused of unsafe conditions on set. And apparently there is a statement from the MrBeast team in here. So as someone that has been on breast watch, looking at as many breasts as I can, specifically Mr. Breast, I am here and I am ready.
We're talking about Jimmy Donaldson.
Jimothy Breast, as we call him on the Nuxanor channel.
But you probably know him as MrBeast. You know, the guy with 312 million subscribers. Super duper popular. He's 26. He's got all these videos. Some of them feature these stunts, these big giveaways.
God, I love when mainstream news talks about this shit. Y'all know him super big, so big. Mainstream news videos, so big. Challenges.
Big money, right?
Big
Seven
money.
figures.
Super duper. God, I love mainstream journalists.
Millions of dollars. But
What? They're showing Rosanna.
there are some folks sounding the alarm after what they describe as a chaotic shoot. In a TV and streaming exclusive, our Chloe Malas speaks with another YouTube star who's looking to expose what's really behind the scenes of MrBeast.
Oh shit! Wait, they actually they got Rosanna Pansino on the news talking about MrBeast. God damn.
Empire.
So this is your new studio?
Rosanna Pansino, one of YouTube's original and most influential content creators, the host of a popular baking show.
Oh my god! I can't believe they actually got Rosanna Pansino, the #1 MrBeast hater of all time, on the news to talk about MrBeast's empire collapsing. This is crazy. Apparently, there's a response from MrBeast in here. I wonder if this is going to be his only response. Just responding through, like, professional legal channels shit instead of normally. So, apparently, Keemstar claims MrBeast is dropping his actual response video within the next week. I am curious to see what that actually looks like. I don't know if that's true or not because it came from Keemstar. However, that's the claim. But if he actually handles it through like legal channels, just on a random NBC News television broadcast, that would be insane.
And now we're gonna do this to the rest of our donuts.
Is now speaking out against the platform's biggest
Are you talking about glazing?
star.
Jimmy is not the same person that he is on camera as he is off camera.
Bro, this is how mainstream news covers this shit. Dude! You're a joke, mainstream news. You got 270,000 views. Dogpac's videos have like 15 million.
Pansino met MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, about
Darth Vader, whose real name is Anakin Skywalker.
5 years ago.
I have a heart for philanthropy and giving back, and that's how he presented himself, as a good guy who loves to do charity and likes to make big, fun, silly YouTube videos.
And whichever one of these 456 people survives the longest wins 456 grand.
Damn.
Pansino even went into business with Donaldson, though the ventures failed. But she says everything changed after she appeared on MrBeast's 2021 reality competition show, The Creator Games.
All right. So far, it's just pretty basic.
Perfect hiding place.
She was unfairly edited, she says, to make it seem like she performed worse than she had.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we covered this again. Not the biggest deal in a vacuum. It's just once you connect all the other fucking awful MrBeast allegations together, that makes this so much worse.
Be like cyberbullied if I say anything that's not positive about.
Cyberbullying is not real. Turn off your phone. Coming from a guy that's been cyberbullied more than anyone I know. Aside from MrBeast, that guy's getting pretty flamed right now. But listen, I've gotten mega cyberbullied over the years.
MrBeast.
And when Pansino made that accusation on the pop culture podcast Just Trish last October, she says the backlash from some of MrBeast's fans was frightening.
I received very serious, scary death threats.
I mean, so do I, on a daily basis. The difference is, Rosanna Pansino got so fucking vindicated over the last few weeks, it's insane.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I've been.
Okay, it's not that terrifying. Dude, only on the actual news do people give a shit about this. Like, I say I get death threats and my chat's just like Lamau XD, okay? I say, guys, someone called the cops on me. And chat's just like, LOL, Keck W! But then you go on the news, you say death threats, and it's like, death threats? That's very scary. Honestly, it's so funny to see the difference between, like, like the mainstream media and the fucking goddamn people in chat literally dropping the Keck W, okay boss, grow up. Shut up, chat.
Been online for a long time, so a little cyberbullying, the negative comments, I'm used to handling that mentally, but not at this magnitude. I was so scared. I thought I was having a heart attack. The death threats were very specific.
Damn. See, but here the thing is, like, I know I'm making like I'm kind of making light of death threats on the internet. I want you to take this clearly. It's stressful as fuck, okay? The first death threat I received stressed the shit out of me, for example. Now I get them on such a high magnitude. People in chat, you're fine, suck it up, pussy. Okay, all right, chat. Thank you. Appreciate your support and love, and thank you. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is, it is scary, it is stressful, especially the first time. It's so stressful and so scary. That said, you get used to it. Stop whining, boss.
They were very targeted.
In spite of that, in July, Pansino went public again, this time on TikTok.
I wanted to keep you guys updated on what I've been hearing about MrBeast's Beast Games.
She says that she's created a safe space for contestants to share their experience on Donaldson's new reality competition series.
Yeah.
When Amazon MGM announced that series...
So, again, the allegations against these series are everything from MrBeast stealing women's underwear to MrBeast not giving people their medication to lots of crazy shit. But again, from so many people. And I do think Rosanna Pansino definitely did give people a safe space to do that. I think a lot of people are scared to come out to talk against, like, you know, an incredibly beloved creator like MrBeast, who's only allegedly committed a couple war crimes on the Geneva Convention. So I think a lot of people are scared to come out against him. But when someone like Rosanna Pansino, who, whilst I think definitely took the hide-and-seek thing a little too far, she is like a safe haven shelter for these people to talk through her to some degree. I do think it definitely does give people the safety net to be willing to talk like this. Because most people aren't willing to get the amount of hate I get. You don't understand. I was sitting next to somebody, and I told her, yo, Google my name on Twitter. That's not a real expression, but search my name on Twitter. And she did. And she was scrolling through hate and vitriol. And she was like, what the fuck? You deal with this every day? And I'm like, hell yeah! I was like so proud. Okay, I'm a little bit of a masochist for it at this point. Listen, I lost my death threat virginity a very long time ago. So at this point, you kind of get used to it. But for normal humans that aren't used to that shit, that aren't animatronic sociopaths like me and every other YouTuber, it's really spooky. So I get it.
Series, the Beast Games was billed as the biggest reality competition series ever. The cash prize, $5 million.
I feel like I've become an advocate. I can't in good conscience do nothing.
How many people have reached out to you so far, roughly?
Right now, it's a little over 200. Could you?
Whoa! Okay, that's crazy. Holy crap, that's wild. Bro, 200 people came forward with allegations, but not personally because they were scared, so they went to Rosanna. Damn, that's wild.
Could you tell me about some of the allegations?
They didn't have access to their medication in a lot of these situations.
My favorite one is stolen panties. That's my favorite.
It was life-saving medication.
William, who asked us to call him only by his first name because he fears online backlash, showed up to what he thought was the Beast Games, but it turned out to be a multi-day casting call for the show in Las Vegas.
One girl in our group, she did need her epilepsy medication, and she did not get it. She had a hard time fighting for it.
Damn.
And that's not all.
We had finally gotten access to food after about 10 hours, and I witnessed a male just collapse right in front of me, and he was convulsing.
NBC.
What the fuck? Wait, you think people were just witnessing each other collapsing and convulsing in front of them? Come on, Facebook moms, wake up! Don't let your kids into this shit.
NBC News spoke to 5 other former contestants who asked to remain anonymous because they feared retaliation. They said there wasn't enough food and that they witnessed medics responding to a contestant who appeared to pass out.
Yikes.
In August, the New York Times reported that more than a dozen unnamed participants told them that they had not received adequate food or medical care, and that some competitors had suffered injuries from the physical challenges, with some even leaving the competition arena on stretchers.
Yeah, apparently the nurses in the surrounding hospitals were super overworked by the amount of injured contestants. Allegedly. That is the claims. Again, I keep my finger on the pulse on everything interesting on the internet. So definitely subscribe for more chaotic, neutral Nuxanor, literally just sitting here and face fucking everyone that annoys me. That is my brand. God damn it.
I think that the injuries are just appalling because they're injuries that could easily be avoided.
What types of injuries are you hearing about?
I heard people got trampled.
During that first game, I got trampled.
Yeah, yikes.
Every line had a group of people at the back that were just getting trampled, and I watched a woman get knocked out cold.
What the fuck? What is this place? Dude, I thought this was Squid Games. It's not. It's the Hunger Games. You're just seeing people getting knocked out cold in front of you? What the fuck? Today we recreated the conditions in Ukraine. What the fuck are you doing, Mr. Brest?
Several contestants were hospitalized during the Beast Games promo shoot, according to NBC's Las Vegas affiliate KSNV, which cited multiple anonymous contestants. For his part, Williams says
Today we tested out the Israeli Air Force's drones on civilians. Today we took 100 priests and put them in a circle with 100 children. Dude, Mr. Beast games are going to be crazy. Today we recreated Fallout on a neutral country.
Would still compete again, and that he also saw Donaldson upset, trying to get contestants food and water.
He did try to do what he can. I do feel people are painting it that he did this maliciously.
No one is painting it that Mr. Beast is maliciously for stealing people's panties and food, okay? Obviously, it's the conditions on set that were not good, and the correct amount of preparation was not done. But dude, get out of here.
But at the end of the day, I feel everybody was just woefully unprepared.
In a statement to NBC News, a spokesperson for MrBeast said that the promo shoot involving over 2,000 participants was, quote, unfortunately complicated by a global technology outage, extreme weather, and other unexpected logistical and communications issues, which we are currently reviewing. The spokesperson added that virtual...
That might be the MrBeast response. This might be it. This is the spokesperson for MrBeast. The MrBeast promotional video shoot, which included over 2,000 participants, was unfortunately complicated by the CrowdStrike incident, extreme weather, and other unexpected logistical and communications issues, which we are currently reviewing. This is the response. This is MrBeast's response to the Beast Games on NBC News. Not on a YouTube channel, not on Twitter, not coming from him. But this is the spokesperson for MrBeast's response. It's excuses. Why were people losing their panties and medications and getting knocked out? Unfortunately, there was extreme weather and other unexpected logistical and communications issues. Holy shit. But MrBeast didn't respond. That's not true. It's on NBC News.
Spokesperson added that virtually all of those invited to the filming of the Beast Games in Toronto enthusiastically accepted our invitation.
That's such a terrible framing. Yeah, duh, they were offered $5 million. That's like saying that, oh yeah, Jake Weddle, or whatever his name is, Weddle guy. Jake Weddle, he definitely agreed enthusiastically to be in the competition where they violated the laws of the Geneva Convention, forcing him in solitary confinement for 11 days. Yeah, he was very enthusiastic about it.
And that they have taken steps to ensure that we learn from this experience.
We have communicated directly with 97% of the 2,000 people who attended and asked for feedback. We've taken steps to ensure that we learn from this experience, and we are excited and welcome hundreds of men and women to the world's largest game show in history, spokesperson for MrBeast. Dude, this is the MrBeast response. Guys, MrBeast responded to the Beast Games allegations with the most corpo mumbo-jumbo will learn from experience I've ever seen in my life.
Amazon MGM Studios did not respond to a request for comment.
What would you say to people who might say, well, it sounds like that, business deal fell apart. You're doing this to elevate your own profile.
I understand that perspective. I really do. But I really encourage those people to look at the bigger picture, because what he's doing is not happening in a vacuum. It's happening to a ton of people.
For the people watching who say that those...
That's a really weird question. I don't know why he would even ask the question like this. Well, why is she asking this? People are saying that you're doing it for clout, okay? Maybe she is doing it for clout, but who cares? She is literally bringing forward the allegations made by 200 other people, not her, right? This is a weird question altogether. It's like, is it for clout that you're calling out the atrocities that are happening? Yes. And? Does that make the atrocities not happen? See, I hate that argument, and it happens all the time. Are you only calling out Andrew Tate because he's famous? Yes, I am. If Andrew Tate was a nobody, I would not be calling him out. I would have never even heard of Andrew Tate.
Those that competed in the Beast Games, they were paid and they signed contracts and they knew that there were risks involved.
On any TV show,
risks involved is one thing. Stealing people's underwear is another.
Especially a competition show, there's always risk that somebody's going to accidentally get hurt. I think that the difference here is an abuse of power. I think it's wrong to dangle this huge prize money, a $5 million carrot, in front of people's faces who really need it and take advantage. I don't think...
For me, that's not even the problem. That's not even the problem. Putting a big amount of money in front of people to make an exciting game show, I don't think that's something so wrong. For me, what's wrong is the negligence. It's like people not getting medications. That's not risk, okay? When people think risk in a MrBeast video, they think they'll be playing tag, okay? And one of them might trip when playing tag and hurt themselves, okay? That's what people are accepting risk. Risk is not MrBeast not giving the medications to the people that need medications, right? Not one of the allegations is that MrBeast didn't give birth control to the contestant who needed birth control. Like, that is not what people signed up for.
I think it's okay to actually shoot shows that are like the Hunger Games.
Chloe Malas is joining us now. And Chloe, has MrBeast team reached out to contestants directly at all? Do we know?
Hey there, Hallie. Well, I spoke to MrBeast spokesperson who said that they...
In other words, no. MrBeast is not talking to anyone about anything, and he will never do anything ever. Dogpack sent me privately that MrBeast stepped away from being part of this whole YouTube video summit shit. Like, he is not taking conversations with people. He is not going on podcasts with people unless they're Logan Paul. Like, dude.
Actually have communicated directly with 97% of those 2,000 people who attended that shoot in Las Vegas and that they've asked for feedback. The spokesperson also added that Jimmy Donaldson...
But he didn't say what the feedback was! What does MrBeast have to say about the allegations? Well, MrBeast's spokesperson talked to 97% of people. Great reporting there, journalists.
Donaldson has been very philanthropic over the course of his career.
Oh, great response. Well, what do you say about the allegations of mistreating people on set? Well, MrBeast donated lots of money to many charities. Thank you, NBC News. This is why we turn to you and your mainstream media for proper biases.
Including giving more than $5 million in supplies to Ukrainian refugees.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? MrBeast, do you have pedophiles in your staff? Did you know that we donated $5 million to Ukraine? That's very nice, MrBeast, but is your best friend diddling children right now? Did I tell you about the amount of garbage that we pulled out of the ocean? Okay, you make a valid point. This is why you subscribe to Nuxanor, for chaotic neutral news coverage.
They also talked about how he powered a rural Zambian village with solar energy and...
Again, not the fucking point. Is she just gonna list off all the moral shields that he has by donating to different people?
He's rebuilt 12 homes in South Africa for over 100 orphan children. So, look, Hallie, I mean, he has...
Yeah, all that's great. That is good. That is very good. Why is that relevant right now, though?
Made a huge name for...
Keep pandering to the boomers, lady.
...for himself.
He did make a name for himself. Also a valid point.
These stunts and with these lavish giveaways and with his charitable giving. But these are some very serious allegations that these contestants, they felt comfortable speaking to NBC News, anonymously. They're afraid of public backlash. And obviously, Rosanna Pansino, she's a huge star. And for her to come out and do this exclusive interview with us, it took her a lot of courage as well. But again,
bro, it did not take her any courage. She's literally churning out anti-MrBeast propaganda every single day. This did not take her courage. That would be like saying that I have courage for talking to these news people. No courage. Come on. Come on!
MrBeast team, they are denying these allegations.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the...
Yeah, well, that's NBC News, ladies and gentlemen. And I fear this is the first, and hopefully not last, actual response of MrBeast. Like this random spokesperson talking to NBC News. But anyway, that's been more milking of the breast, as we call it here on the Nuxanor channel. Subscribe for more breast milking. This was something that happened in real life. That NBC News fucking, oh damn, did they destroy MrBeast on this one? I especially liked when they sucked his cock talking about his different philanthropic ventures while they lightly criticized him for allegations. That was crazy how they, it really was hard to hear all the biting criticism of NBC News between taking slurps of his fat beast cock. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on King. Stay weird, fam.